I went and bought it. We should probably talk about that. I realise that's a very, very depressing start to the video. And in addition to me buying the Pixel 10 Pro XL and my face looking like it's been clawed by a mini Wolverine, that mini Wolverine being my 9-month-old, who's decided to get very grabby lately. It's also raining, non-stop, and I wanted to go out and record this video outside, but I'm at home in the living room, and it's dark and horrible. But yeah, we're talking about the Pixel 10 Pro XL. Now, I released a video earlier this year on the Pixel 9 Pro, and I wasn't very happy with Google. They hadn't really offered us much in the way of improvements from the Pixel 8 Pro series. Some will argue differently, but in the things that really mattered for me, because I didn't really have any issues with the phone per se, they didn't really bring us anything new. Like the camera hardware was all the same, and yeah, it just, battery life middling, nothing really to shout about. And I felt like the competition, namely Samsung, had overtaken them in the camera department. And I still think that's the case. Still have that Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra right here. Now that I'm comparing it to the Pixel 10 Pro XL. So, well, we'll get to that shortly, but let's say I didn't really feel like Google was going to bring us any real improvements with the 10 Pro this year, other than maybe Tensor G5 with the manufacturing process being better, with it being manufactured by TSMC. I kind of expected. And I think a lot of you guys, if you're watching, who are Pixel users, were also expecting that we'd get some pretty serious improvements in performance, in efficiency, and we'd probably get some, you know, really good battery life, that sort of thing. Hasn't happened. No. Google. I mean, why did I even get this to start with? Why? Well, I had a Pixel 6 to trade in, and that gave me, I think it was around 300 and something. I also had some store credit, so I had like £400 taken off the price. I got this for just under 800. Now, even at that 800, I'm not particularly happy. Not a happy bunny. No siree. The battery life is probably a little bit better, but that's probably because I've gone from the smaller 9 Pro model up to the 10 Pro XL, which has a slightly bigger battery this year. Maybe Tensor G5 has offered a little bit better efficiency. Sure as hell ain't really giving us much in the way of performance, I can tell you that much. It still feels like the phone's just, there's something not quite there. It's really, and I think I said this in the 9 Pro video, it's really difficult to sort of explain this. It's like something to do with the responsiveness of the phone, you know? And it still doesn't feel quite right. It just doesn't. It's not that same feeling you get when you're using something like a Snapdragon or a Dimensity. There's a zip about it. There's something. Now, I went for this wonderful jade color, was it? I think it was jade. It's actually quite a nice shade. I quite like it. And I'm actually quite happy to have the XL back. I think I did make a mistake when I went to the smaller model last time around, but it didn't really change my opinion. Build feels nice. The screen is that bit brighter. It's nice enough to use. You know, it's a Pixel. Pixels do feel all right to use. I mean, as I say, the responsiveness doesn't feel like it's there sometimes, but it's still nice to use. The haptics are a little bit more rattly, maybe, compared to last year. It's a slight thing, you just hear them a little bit more. And I've seen a number of people mention this as well. Some people I know talk about this on social media. You know, cameras, they don't really feel any different because the hardware is not really different. You can get a little bit closer with the telephoto now. If you wanted to do more sort of more up close shots, you can go into like manual focus and do it that way. It's still nowhere near the Samsung, which can do 25 centimeters autofocus. I think it's something like 30 centimeters manual focus on the Pixel, which is just, I don't even know. I don't even know what Google's doing right now. And processing seems okay. Not hugely different. Not hugely different. It's okay. I'm still relatively happy with point and shoot. It does the job. But I enjoy the Samsung more because of Expert RAW. And it's nice to have that extra mode. It's like if you're using, like an Oppo or a OnePlus, and you've got the master mode with the Hasselblad master mode. It's nice to have. Xiaomi's got the Leica stuff. Like, I don't know what they're doing with things. It's just bizarre in that. I don't know what they're doing on photography anymore. I don't want the idea. They've got all these AI features that I'm really not bothered about. I like photography. I like to. Maybe it's just not aimed at me, but I like to do photography, right? And I don't want AI meddling in that too much. It's great when it comes to autofocus. I'm shooting this on a Sony A6700 with the best autofocus there is on a mirrorless camera. It's just that. It's amazing. But the amount of things we're getting now is just getting beyond ridiculous. And I'm just not all for this AI craze. I'm just not. And I know Google's going more for the casual crowd. They're not really going to leave their iPhones. Like iPhones are still, like the iPhone 17 series is out now, and it's really good. It looks really good, and I've only heard positive things from people that I know that have got them. I don't really know what Google's approach is. Tensor G5 performance is, the CPU performance is better. I don't know what the GPU performance is. We have some benchmarks that sort of make it look like it's lower. Just seems like a driver thing to me. Like there's no way they would release something with much lower performance. It makes no sense. So I'm expecting some sort of update, but either way, you can feel it. You can feel it, and I know it's. I mean, it could just be down to the game, but like Pokemon Go is the game that I play on mobile. It's the only bloody game that I play on mobile, to be honest. The Pixel's really weird. It'll work fine playing the game at home on Wi-Fi. As soon as you end up on data, and it's just weird. Whereas the Samsung does not skip a beat. It's just smooth. It's so smooth and fast. It's crazy. Like it just feels right. And I just don't get that with the Pixel. I don't quite understand why. It's very strange. It's very strange. Yeah, the battery life has just been average. It's all right. It does the job. I mean, I'm not out and about as much these days. I work from home, so I'm not having to be on, a mobile network all day where the battery's draining, poor signal, in and out, that sort of thing. I'm not traveling around. So battery life's really not an issue for me on phones these days because I'm at home. I can charge my phone whenever. I'm not using it all day. But when you do go out and you want to be out all day, you still want a phone that will last, especially if you are using the cameras or anything else intense. And the Pixel, when you're using the camera, my God, does the battery drain. Like, it drains quick. I don't know why, because the hardware's no bloody different to what we had before, other than Tensor. Now, is Tensor using more performance, because it's got more performance, especially on the CPU side, as we've said, is it using more CPU performance when in camera mode, and it's just draining it more, even though it doesn't really need to? I mean, I don't know if it's something to do with maybe the way that it's powering the AI modes and things, but that's draining it more. I don't know, but it just seems quite inefficient. Yeah, even with light camera usage, I'm using a lot of battery on it. It's just really strange. And I just want to state one positive that I've found with this phone so far compared to previous Pixels. The speakers, really good. Really, really good. I'm surprised because Pixel speakers up until now have been pretty garbage. The S25 Ultra, pretty good. The Honor Magic 7 Pro that I've got, phenomenal. That thing is, in terms of speakers, there's nothing else comes close as far as I'm concerned. Until this came along. And I feel like this is very close. Doesn't quite get to the loudness that the Honor does, but it's louder than the Samsung and it's got the clarity. So good job, Google, on the speakers. Definitely worth the £1,200. I think I mentioned before as well with the Pixel 9 Pro that the extra dim, I know this is just a really niche thing, and I don't know if you guys even use the extra dim mode on your phones. If you have an extra dim mode, because not all Android phones have them, but I used it every goddamn night, every night, without fail. Last year with the Pixel 9 Pro, you'd put on the extra dim mode and you would barely see a difference. And you can even change the intensity of the dimness or the dimming. And no, it just didn't get that dark, which was really annoying on a nighttime because I want the screen to be as dark as possible. So then this year with the Pixel 10 Pro, so I get the phone, I update it, and then it says, "Oh, we've removed." I got a notification, literally a pop-up saying, "Oh, extra dim mode is no longer there. It's done automatically." I think it said. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong there because I can't quite remember, but I'm sure it said something along the lines of, "It's now done automatically." Is it bugger? It's no freaking different. It's like the 9 Pro. It's just like it's just no dimming. So they've got rid of it. If I do it on my Samsung, oh my god, Samsung really chooses now to want me to put the pin in to unlock it. But like, you know, screen's bright. Set it to there, and then if I just slow it down a bit more, dim. Like it works. It works. Just says well, auto brightness on Samsung so much better as well. Pixels still struggle with that. I've not really had a chance to get out and do some photography with the phone. I've not really had any chance to do anything. In all honesty, you may notice that I haven't uploaded a video for many months, but we'll be getting back to that regularly soon. Strange device. I obviously this is not a review. We will get to a review, but it's not great. It's definitely not a £1,200 phone. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll have more on this soon, guys. Stay grounded. See you soon.